going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. Welcome back to another Amazon video. Today's video is a follow-up from the last video where I explained what peak season is. So if you haven't seen it and you're new to Amazon, go ahead and check that out. But for today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to survive peak season. Now today I'm going to be giving 5 different tips on how to survive peak season. But first, I do want to say, I don't know if I said this on the last video, and I don't know if this is actually taking course yet, so I'm going to leave this in just in case it hasn't. But I might be changing my YouTube username soon and profile picture. Still not sure about that. Yeah, thought I'd just say that, and I'm probably going to cut that out because I don't know if that actually happens or if it's going to happen. So I'm going to go through 5 different tips, of course. So tip number 1, none of these are in order, none of these are from important to least important, but I will start off with this one. Take your rest outside of work seriously. If you're like me, you need your 8 hours of rest. I possibly need more. I think I need like 9 or 10 hours of rest, but seriously, rest is very important to me. By rest, I mean sleep. And well, rest as well, like taking a nap and stuff, but take your sleep seriously. Like if you can, try your hardest to get your 8 or 9 hours of sleep. If you can, schedule a day where maybe you'll get an extra 10 hours. Do something. Whatever it takes, take your sleep seriously. Take it very, very seriously. Do not let yourself get behind on your sleeping schedule because yes, it's gonna be busy. You're gonna have to be working extra days. You're gonna be having to go in an extra day and you might get your sleep schedule messed up. You might wanna hang out on the weekends or something like that, and that might mess up your sleeping schedule. But what I can say is please take your sleep seriously during this time. You're gonna be working MET. You're gonna be working 50-hour weeks for like 8 weeks in a row, 10 weeks in a row possibly. Whatever it is, you will be working consecutive weeks of MET, 5 days a week, 10 hours each day. So what I can say to you is just please, please, please take your rest seriously. Every time you get home, let yourself go to sleep as soon as possible. Don't let yourself get distracted by anything unless you need to get distracted. Don't let yourself get distracted by anything if you can. Just try to go to sleep early. Try to go to sleep earlier than you usually would, and just do whatever it takes to get your sleep, because trust me, it sucks. It'll suck really, really bad if you fall behind on your sleep. If you fall behind a couple hours in your sleep and then you're going weeks in, because the more weeks you go without getting a proper amount of sleep, the worse it's going to get. The more tired you're going to be at work, and if you don't have any time off to use and you're sitting there stupid tired at work, you're done for. Like that's just it. Like you're probably just gonna have to pass out at work, to be honest, because they ain't gonna let you go during peak season. It don't matter how tired you are, you ain't gonna be let go at peak season. But speaking of time off, tip number 2, and if I had to rank a most important tip, I would definitely rank this one there at number 1. My second tip is going to be save your time off. Now, it's kind of already too late if you're watching this in October. Maybe you're watching this in the beginning of the next year, or maybe you're just a new employee at Amazon and you do want to know what peak season is. If you have the time, save your time off for these couple of months that we have during peak season. Again, I'm releasing this in October, so it might be too late now, so I'm sorry that I'm getting this video out pretty late. But if you can, or if you already have, save your time off no matter what it takes, because you're going to be having so many consecutive MET days, and it really, really helps if you have like 5 days of UPT saved, because that's 5 weeks of MET that you could just get rid of right there. Let's say you have 50 hours of UPT. There you go. You only have to do like 3 weeks of MET, assuming that we have 8 weeks of MET, which is what kind of the general basis I'm going off of, which is 8 weeks. So save your time off no matter what it takes. Try to save all your time off. Save some PTO time if you need PTO as well, especially if you want to take holidays off, because I don't know if you guys didn't know this, but we don't get Thanksgiving off. We don't get Thanksgiving off here at Amazon. We also, some of us don't get Christmas off. It's very location dependent. So it all depends on what your site says. Your site is the deciding factor on if we work on Christmas or not. Last year, my site took off for Christmas. A lot of sites didn't take off for Christmas. This year, I'm hoping my site takes off for Christmas, but I've saved some time just in case they don't. And I do have that time for Christmas Day. Now, if they do take it off, I'm gonna use it for Christmas Eve as well. So whatever you do, just save your time off and use it, because we don't get holidays off. We most likely will not get Thanksgiving off. Some locations do, some locations get a half day. But for the most part, a lot of locations don't, and some locations might not even get Christmas off. Now, I think most do, but some might not. So be prepared and save your time off, because you will need it, trust me. That's the biggest tip that I can give for peak season. And if you're watching this in the beginning of the year, maybe the beginning of next year, or maybe the middle of next year, my advice to you is you're still in a good position. Save that time off, man. Number 3 has to do with your mental health. Number 3 and number 4 have to do with your mental health, but number 3 is just mentally prepare yourself. Be super mentally prepared for what's about to come. What's about to come is going to be hectic. You're going to be working a lot of overtime, especially if you didn't have any time saved off already. Just prepare yourself mentally. Let yourself know before peak season starts. I would say right now, tell yourself right now, or maybe a couple weeks before peak season, maybe a couple days before peak is about to start, tell yourself, let yourself know you're about to go through something very, very difficult. It's going to be really, really rough for the next 2 months. It's not going to be that fun. It's going to be pretty tough. You're going to be working overtime every single week, and it might suck for you, especially at Amazon where, you know, it's a pretty boring job. So tell yourself mentally, prepare yourself. Just tell yourself that it's going to be far, far worse than you could ever imagine. Let yourself know, hey, this is going to suck bad. This might be the worst thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. Now, it probably won't, but tell yourself that, because once you go through it and you finish and you get past that finish line, you'll be like, okay, I did it. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So tell yourself it's going to be horrible. Mentally prepare yourself for the worst time in your life, and just let yourself know that you could do it too. Let yourself know that you could do it, and you'll be able to get through it. Just mentally prepare yourself. I really, really think you should take that tip. Prepare yourself, seriously. It's very, very important that people prepare themselves, because if you go in here not knowing what's about to happen, you're gonna struggle, and these next 2 months are gonna suck a lot. So definitely mentally prepare yourself. The next one also has to do with mentality, and that is your mental health. I would say definitely make sure that you are mentally well rested and your mental health is perfect during this time. Obviously not perfect, but make sure that it is good. Do not let yourself slack. Just take care of your mental health at all costs. No matter what it takes, take care of your mental health, because peak season can make you go crazy. Honestly, it really, really can. So just no matter what it takes, take care of yourself mentally. If you need to go out one night and just have a really, really great night during peak season, do that. Even if it does sacrifice some of tip number 1, which is sleep, even if it does sacrifice some of that, do it. If that's what your mental health needs. If you need a mental break, do it. If you just need a day where maybe you schedule a therapy session, maybe you can use Amazon's free therapy sessions, whatever it takes. If you have to schedule a therapy session, I would recommend doing that during peak season. It'll be really, really helpful, and you really, really need to take care of your heart and your health up there. Everything like that is very, very important to you and your whole well-being, so take care of it. Again, if you need to have a night out, if you need to have a therapy session, if you just need to have a day with friends, if you need to go out and have a day with friends, whatever you can do outside of work to get your mind completely off of work, because you will only have 2 days off of work and you're working 50 hours the rest of those 5 days. Whatever it is, do what you can, you know, go out with friends, just get work off your mind when you're not at work, seriously, because it's really, really important. And take care of yourself, please take care of yourself. And then tip number 5, the final tip, we're gonna be going through some MBT. That means we're gonna be getting a lot of extra money income. We're gonna be getting a lot of extra income. And my advice to you, if you possibly can, if you don't need to pay bills or anything like that, save that extra day of money. That one extra day that you get, you know, that time and a half that you're gonna be getting paid, save it. Save that time. Save all the money you get from there. You don't have to take this advice, don't get me wrong, you don't absolutely have to. And if you can't afford to, fair enough. But if you can, and you're in the position where you can, save that extra money, save everything that you get from the extra MBT days, and as soon as peak's over, as soon as Amazon starts slowing down, go enjoy yourself. Go get that, go spend that bag that you just got. All that extra money, that's a lot of money, especially for time and a half, that's a lot of money. Go spend that money on whatever you want. Just treat yourself. Treat yourself. For real though, because it's very, very important that you made it through this tough period during Amazon. You made it through 2 months of basically hell. So treat yourself. Go buy whatever you want. You want to go buy some new clothes, go buy some new clothes. You want to go buy a new PS5, if they still have it, if it's not sold out by scalpers or something, go buy that. If you want to go buy a new GPU, buy that. Whatever you want to buy.
Clothes.
Treat yourself.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Just really, really treat yourself, and you know, you made it through it, so you deserve it. That's my final tip. It's just whatever extra money you have lying around, or whatever extra money you can spend, go ahead and spend that on yourself if you are allowed to, and if you can. Just treat yourself, and that's it. That's the final tip. I hope you guys make it through peak season. I know we will. I know you can, and I know I will. Comment down below. Also, I might make a Discord. Let me know if you guys want me to make a Discord. I can make a Discord maybe, and we could just talk throughout peak season and let each other know how we're doing. I might make a Discord for this amazing community. Actually, I'm probably gonna get to that right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy peak season. Please take care of yourself mentally, physically, well rest yourself, you know, save the bag for later on. And yeah, I'm gonna end that there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all.